What is up, guys? It is Faze Simp here, and today I'm bringing you a little bit of a short little recap video. Today the recap is going to be of our New York match. This was our first match of the Stage 3 qualifiers, and yeah, I kind of just sat down, talked about it, and without further ado, let's just get right into it. So to start off the New York series, we had Berlin Hardpoint first. Now, to be honest, I feel like most of our hardpoints have been pretty solid all around. Berlin has probably been our least played, or at least played in, matches kind of hardpoint map. So this was also a first pick to us to kind of like try out a map, if that makes sense. So to start off the Berlin hardpoint, I ended up frying off the rip. Like, I had a glide bomb off my first life. We ended up getting the P1 time, but from there things kind of got mixy. So during the first P3, things did get a little bit mixy. They almost spawned us out because Hydra got through fire somehow. Sometimes things get timing based a little bit around the map and things get a little tricky, but Hydra killed me and new. We traded out the kill, and we kind of just held on to that P3, so it was solid for us, the first couple rotations of the map. After this P3 though, I think is where things kind of went a little downhill. I kind of streaked a little early. We had people in the right spots, but as soon as I streaked, people were kind of challenging them, if that makes sense. And it was kind of a shitty situation, and we lost the streak. They got the P4 time, and well, they didn't get the P4 time, but we made it look like mixy. The hill was white, and that's fine as long as you don't have the spawns. If you're making the hill white while the other team should be getting the time, then it is what it is. But so I feel like the biggest moment in Berlin hardpoints is probably the second P1. Honestly, a lot of these maps is second P1 because a lot of these maps have a P1 hill that is like a money hill, and Berlin is definitely one of those. We ended up losing the P1 rotation, and I think because of that, they got a lot of the time. And after that, the map went back and forth, but we ended up staying down 30 points around the rest of the map, and we ended up losing like 220 to 250. And I mean, I think it's just a couple small things. I think it was the second P1. I definitely think it's the P4s that we can't really ever touch, like the tower hills for some reason. And P5s, we have a weird, I feel like teams can money hill P5s on us a lot. And I don't know, I feel like this is very not acceptable. So going into map 2, it was Bocage S&D. And this is an S&D I think we've been playing a lot more recently in matches, just because we kind of got to get the ball rolling somehow in Search. And to be honest, I didn't start rolling the ball until like halfway through this map. I started the map like 0-7, and I don't know, I feel like I couldn't even shoot my gun half the time. It was the weirdest thing. We were winning rounds, I was getting shot in the back. We were losing rounds, I was getting shot in the back. I was playing the bomb, I was getting shot in the back. Overall though, I mean, I think our search and destroy is definitely improving. I feel like there's so many rounds that are still so winnable for us that we throw sometimes, but overall, we're starting to be less like just stiff on the map. I feel like a lot of the time we're sitting there, we're not moving, and we're just letting the other team make plays on us. So as long as we're being decisive and our just plays on the map are getting better, I think we're improving. So early on in this map, we started down 1-4, and honestly, I think a big part of that is because of two things actually. Well, one of them, we were getting blooded a lot at the beginning rounds, and second, I think we lost a pretty, not a huge round, but I feel like it was a round we definitely should have won. Was a round where Hydra 1v2'd. Bomb was down for like 30 seconds, and we didn't really capitalize on him not checking it, and he ended up checking it, got good timing, and killed both of us. And I think besides that round, it could have been like a 2-3 or like a 3-3. But we were down 1-4, and I don't know, if it wasn't for Alex 1v3, we probably would have been chalked this map. But yeah, Alex 1v3 to make it go 4-4. We ended up going down 4-5, and then we just clutched up the next two rounds. I 3-pieced him one of the rounds, absolutely snaked Crim on the bomb heady. Absolutely slammed. And yeah, we want to search, man. Definitely want to search. If we want to search, we can usually win 3-1, and that's just how it be. So without further ado, let's just get into the next map, the Gevutu Control. So you already know, after we won that S&D, we were feeling super hot going into the control, and I think our controls are at a point now where we are just like automatic in control. Like, we are disgusting. And I don't know if it's because we play Gav a lot, or not, but I think overall all of our controls are just disgusting right now. So to start off the map, we started on offense first side, and this could be a good or bad thing, either depending on which way you look at it. I mean, you could start off and have a really hot offense and, you know, have the ball kind of lay in your court, kind of, you know, if you throw a defense, that's on you for losing the map. But on the other hand, you know, you can start defense and just have a solid defense start and just have a normal start. So we had offense first, and we ended up winning this first offense. Nothing crazy happened off the rip. I mean, we went A, we got the kills, and honestly, after we capped A was when they kind of messed up. I feel like they just kept feeding kills. We got ring, and once you have ring, it's the defense team kind of has to play like a turtle setup, because once you have ring, like, you can't really go anywhere, and they didn't really do that. Kind of just kept running at us, and, you know, they kept feeding the kills, and, you know, we could have won the first offense off of kills, but we ended up capping it even though there's just one guy left, and, you know, that's a 1-0 start for the fucking squad. So going into the second round, you know, we had a default start. They went A, we kind of tried to stop it, kills went down, they capped it, and they kind of were just taking too long to go around. I feel like their game plan was to go around our base, go through green, and we were just ready for it. We had all of ring, we had all of map control, and, you know, like I said, when you have ring, there isn't really much teams can do on maps like Gav. So we held ring, had him in basically a demon trap, a spawn trap for like half the defense after they capped A, and Cell ended up getting a streak that round to guarantee another round just in case. So up 2-0 now, we went into our second offense, and this is where things got a little dicey for us. I mean, we went A, we got one tick, we got 4 deaded, and I don't think we even left our spawn after that. We tried multiple pushes. You know, we tried all going left, we all tried going cliff, we tried going mid. They were kind of just trapping us, and sometimes it'd be like that. Thankfully enough, we already won our offense, so it was like whatever. We got the ticks we needed, and we got the offense win. So we lost that offense, went down 2-1, and that brought us to our defense. And, you know, like I said, MC had a streak. I mean, it kind of played out the same way, this defense, from our first defense. You know, we played a default kind of break. They went A, we got the kills. They got the kills. Kismet got a glide. But I don't think they realized that MC had a streak. So they were down like 17-12, not really having any control. They streaked to get ring. They got 2-pieced. And then it was kind of game after that, because, you know, we had a streak in the back pocket. After that, they got 1 or 2 kills ring. They pushed on the point, but I mean, MC streak got him off the point, and we were able to just hold them off after that. And it was just a 3-1 dubski. Like I've been saying though, our controls have been looking absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I feel like we haven't lost control forever. Maybe only in finals we've been losing controls, but I don't know. Our controls have been looking nasty. So going into map 4, it was Tuscan Hardpoint. And honestly, this is the one map where I feel like almost every hill is like a money hill. Besides maybe like P3 or P5. Now, I mean, P3 could be a money hill. P5 like mainly. But to start off, I mean, we won the break off the rip. You know, we were getting Saw P one time. They were kind of just split pushing. You know, one was going their slab, one was going mid, one was going their slab, one was going mid. And we ended up winning the P1 and the P2 rotation. So it was definitely a hot start to start this map. The P3s for us this map, I feel like, are very iffy. I don't know if it's because the spawns itself are very hit or miss, but I feel like a lot of the time we can't really get back into the P3 once we die out of it. And a lot of the time we're getting naded out of it, which is whatever, but it's kind of hard to get back into it. So during the P3s, it was kind of just a fight. I mean, no team was really getting like money time. I think they won the rotation off the rip, got like 20 seconds, and then we kind of just made it scrap hill. After that though was the P4, and we were really ahead of rotation most of this map. I feel like besides 1 or 2 hills, we always had spawns off the rip at least. It's just a matter of doing things with those spawns. So even though we were spawning in the back for the Churchill, this is one of the few, this is probably our hardest hill on this map to hold. For some reason, I don't know what it is, honestly, because we always have people near time. We always have people in the back, or not the back, but like, you know, we have spawns, and I don't know. I just feel like we always get claps on from everywhere. We get insta broken, and we never can set up like a solid push again to kind of get back in. So they ended up getting the church time. So after the church hill, we go into the P5, and our P5s are really, really good, honestly. But you can never really rely off of P5s because they're too inconsistent to hold, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, we can get all the kills and we can try and hold a P5 for the most part. And, you know, we can do our best, but they can throw nades in. They can really just throw stuff. They can throw nades, they can throw stuns, they can slide in, they can jump bottom, they can jump through the window. And there's just a lot of ways they can come. The hill. So it's just hard to hold. So definitely shouldn't be relying on P5s. So the second P1, they end up beating us in rotation. And even though they beat us in rotation, they only held on for like 20 or 30 seconds before we broke. And after we broke, it was kind of like a little bit of a scrap fest. We went back and forth, and we got the last like 10 or 15, which is fine. But after this, I think someone got through on our team for the P2, and we had spawns for it afterwards. So we were able to hold on to this P2 for honestly like 30 or 40 seconds. You know, usually P2 you get naded out of, or you kind of get pinched in a way. But we were just getting all the kills. We had them trapped mid-map, and we were just doing a really, really good job of getting this P2 time. So after that P2, no team really held like a full hill for the most part. Maybe New York and P3 because they were really good at the P3s. But it really came down to the end of the wire P1. We ended up losing the last P1 rotation. And even though that happened, we got the scrap of P5. We sent someone around church, and then I think we went mid. And we really waited like 10-15 seconds for someone to give a pick. And as soon as they gave a pick, they like all dropped. It was literally like nothing for 20 seconds to like 4 dead. And we still were able to win off the P1s, which is really, really nice because like I said, it's like a money hill. And so, you know, we just did our thing. We held the headies, we held their side, we held you. And we just ended up winning off the P1. And I don't know. Abizi was fine this map. I feel like all of us right now are really in a mode where we're super comfortable on the game. And, you know, we can definitely get more comfortable. We can definitely get better. But I feel like we're definitely in a good spot right now, vibe-wise. And I don't know. I'm just excited to play more matches. So anyways, guys, that's going to be the video. If you did enjoy the New York series recap, make sure you drop a like on the video. If you're new here, make sure you sub to the channel. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.